Hey, welcome to McGinn's Woodshop. Got a nice scenery coming out. This is out my back door. Today what I'm going to be working on is a sawhorse, or a shave horse, sorry. First one I've ever built. I just started using a draw knife and learning the hand tools and stuff. I've got a lot of logs and things that I need to process. So the first thing, I need to make a log bench, so I need to make a sawhorse first so that I can work the logs and make this thing into what I want it to be. So the first thing I'm going to do here is cut the actual lengths and everything, and I'll show you. I already have the lumber prepared, but I'll give you the dimensions and everything as I go along. All I did was a quick sketch up. I did some YouTube searching, found basic dimensions and concepts, and then incorporated those into building my own. Just a quick drawing on a piece of paper, and I'm ready to go. So let's get at it. Okay, so here I have my basic drawing that I did from a shave horse. You can see 52 inches long, I needed 18 inches high, and it's approximate. Everything's approximate here. It doesn't need to be precise. The main object of this is for it to hold logs for me while I work them. So let's get at it. I've got my boards out here. The main two boards for the seat, for the length of the body, are 55 inches long. Most people say 52. I'm just going to make them 55 just to have that extra little bit. So I'm going to put two along like this, and then have a piece of wood separating them on each end, and that'll give me a body to work from and attach everything else that I need to attach. Also, because the concept is here, I want to have this gap and be able to sink other things into it and use the sawhorse as a multi-tool and be able to do multiple things with it. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but it does leave open for getting pieces of wood, lumber, that'll fit in and make little jigs that sit on. One thing I can think of right away would be something that I can sit on, that would sit on top of it, that I could clamp a big log to and work a really thick log. Okay, so the first thing I did, put this in and draw a line across here, and what I'm doing is I'm giving myself the depth. I'll go ahead and cut that off, and it ends up being 6 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut 2 at 6 inches, and then I'll go ahead and screw them in. The miter saw is the tool that allows for quick cuts. In these scenarios, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim off the end just to make sure it's square, and then I'm going to measure 6 inches and cut. So when you're cutting with the miter saw, you just want to make sure the curve of the blade is on the outside of the line that you want to end with, so you end up with that length. You see that little corner there? Usually how I fix that is while I go through, I'll just lift the board a little bit. I didn't there, so I'll just do it on this one and show you. This one here won't catch. It won't leave that little bit. The problem with it leaves a little bit of tear out. before, just a slight lift, and it came off clean. So to cut this off, I'll just take a chisel and snip it off. From that, now I'm looking at my wood here and I see this natural edge. I want that on the outside. I really like that look. I want it on the outside and I want it on the top. So the top's going to be on the bottom here. And now this one here, I'm just going to pick which one I want on the top. And then I sandwich them together with this. Because I made it 55 inches, I'm still going to go with a 52-inch assumption on the end, but I'm going to leave a little gap here. Again, I'm not sure what kind of jigs and attachments I want to make, but I want to be able to have things hook in, so I'm going to leave a little bit of space there to give me that ability to hook. I just noticed a little piece left here. I'm just going to take it off. Okay, and everybody likes everything consistent. What I'll do, I'll just grab a piece of scrap wood. And so I'm going to come in this far. I'm going to square up the ends to make sure I get them aligned. So that they're, I'm just going to hold on to this, sit that in, that's all flush. So I can use that on the other side. Again, this is just a rough job, but I don't really care about making this elegant, I just need it to do my work. Then I have a bed and a few projects on the go. So I really don't have time for this. I'm just going to put 3 screws in on each side. Right before I do this, I'm going to make sure it's square again. I'll put one in the other side. Gotta use my spacer. And in this end here, it's bowing out a little bit. So just to get a clean screw and not be messing with things. I'm gonna clamp it down.